me it's very poetic and conceptually inspiring, this idea of an immaterial explosion. You don't see matter moving around, you don't see pieces of grenade flying into walls and into bodies or whatever, but people might lose their jobs, institutions might shut down. You know, it does have a material effect, yet all that's actually happened is blobs of data have moved around. Increasingly we feel that there is this shift, there is this greater opacity, that the government itself becomes a kind of an organisation of their own. Policy reform seems to take a tremendously long time. I mean, we see less and less, I think, real commitments to change there, and more discussion, too much talking and not enough doing. I don't see a need just for transparency in government, increasingly also in corporations. So yeah, I offer the transparency grenade as a serious but also humorous, iconic solution to this problem. Now naturally it is a functional weapon, if you like. You know, one pulls the pin and audio and network data from the site is made public. I really wanted it to have, if you like, a design that represented a weapon, that represented some of those fears, you know. So I took an old, very successful design, the Soviet F1 hand grenade, which has been used in several wars, and it is obviously a violent image. The lever I was showing earlier, this part here on the inside of the top part of the grenade, creates an electrical contact. There's two little wires that are up inside there, and then when you pull the lever, it pops out, makes an electrical contact, allowing the charge from the battery to come through to the computer, and then it starts up. I guess it just came at a point in my life where I realized that I knew quite a lot of things of a technical nature, and that I'd built up a long conversation with myself about, you know, some of the, you might say, technopolitics surrounding the influence of technology in our lives. And I was doing a lot of reading, and at a certain point I thought, well, now's the time to simply make a step away from what was traditionally known as interactive art and augmented reality, computer vision. I've done a lot of that. But there might be a need in some circumstances for on-the-go transparency. And so building it into an Android application that mimics a lot of the functionality. But I want it to run in the background, so after the configuration phase, you press the button and it all runs in the background. Someone could pick up your phone and see that nothing's running. It's naturally something that I can't pop into the Android application market. Just going to let people download it from my site, I think. And maybe they find a very legitimate use for this technology. The politically expected thing to say, or the ethically expected thing to say, is, oh, you're operating under a regime of some sort. But it could also be the fact you could be a civil servant that just is sick of it and thinks, I've seen too much bullshit, too many lies, I'm going to pull the pin on this meeting.